All right, level 3, or level 2, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. If you look at page 34, you'll see that they're consolidating the uses of the ablative. Last year we had tislam, and then we added on a couple more. This year it's saying that there's 8, but frankly I want to give a bit of a critique of that list. So the first one that we see is ablative of time when, and number 2 is ablative of time within which. Those are both ablative of time. Don't bother splitting that hair. The next one is ablative of instrument or means. I like that that's basically the same thing, even though those are technically different. Then they give you ablative of manner, down for that. Then they give you ablative of cause. I think cause is kind of like means, honestly. So if you use means as a bit of an umbrella, and then you'd have cause and instrument, and then personal agent, which is number 7, which is up on page 35. Ablative of price is its own thing, although this could technically be means. It's the means, it's the money by which you buy something, you know. But it would be price. Price is its own specific thing. So I bought it at that price, you know. And then ablative of instrument or means with a passive verb. It still means, it's still the same thing. So all we've really done is kind of recategorize some of these, right? So ablative of means includes instrument, it includes personal agent. It's basically, is it a thing or a person that did it? And ablative of cause, I think, counts. Yeah, that takes care of that. And you could put ablative of price under there, but ablative of price is different enough that it deserves its own thing. Ablative of time is just ablative of time. I don't care if it's within which or when something happened, it's still ablative of time. When you get to college, you can start splitting those hairs. So what I want you to do now is exercise 31D, and just pick the proper one, correct answer. So if you take a look at, and each one is divided into 2, and I want you to highlight what you filled it in with, okay? So number 1A, Pueros Romanos, patres, saepe, verberant, okay? And then you would translate that. The fathers often beat Roman boys. And then 1B, Pueri Romani a patribus verberantur. Okay, so Roman boys are beaten by fathers. And that's how you would do it. So you would highlight the word that you used, and then you would translate right underneath it. Okay, and type this up and send it to me so I can give you your feedback. Okay, so they give you the 3 options. Obviously, you just figure out which one doesn't apply, and then you apply the other 2 as they need to be. So that's 31D. You've already turned in 31C. You've already turned in 31H. Then I want you to do 31E. And the way that I want you to do 31E is that you just go back to 31D and you tell me in parentheses at the end of each Latin sentence what kind of ablative is being used. Okay, so in 1A, there's no ablative being used, so there's nothing to put. But at the end of 1B, you've done the Latin, you've highlighted the word, then next to that, you're going to put ablative, and you're going to parse. You're going to say ablative, plural, masculine, because we're talking about patribus. You're going to say ablative of personal agent. Okay, so that's what I want you to do, and that's how I want you to do 31E. It's a very important and necessary exercise. I don't like that they separated out. I think they could have just folded that in. Okay, so there you go. 31D and E, I expect to see that in the emails. You've already turned in 31C, you've already turned in 31H, and I appreciate you for doing so. We're not going to do 31G because that's already folded into 31F. You've also already turned in 31A, I hope. So the next thing that's left is just translating. And that's what we're going to do in the next next video, is just translate 31 and then 31B and 31F. All right, I'm going to hit the button.